It's not easy to get an airplane into flight. It's not easy to fly it, and it's not easy to land it. And all of these things take different necessities at different times. To take off, you need acceleration, very, very strong. You need the wheels to actually move along the runway. But at a certain point, the wheels are lifted up. At a certain point, the wings are extended. It's different to take off. It's different to fly. It's different to land. It's so different. And what God is doing is different. And we've got to be so careful to follow the instructions of the pilot. We've got to be so careful to feel the nudges of the Spirit that pushes upon us, that says release, that says let go, that says pull back. We have got to be so sensitive to the voice and to the movement of His Spirit. Because if you don't lift in that takeoff, if you don't lift, you won't lift. You won't fly. And in the same way, if you don't brake during that runway landing, you're in a very dangerous spot. What am I saying here? I'm saying that God is talking about different controls being used at different times, and it being necessity for the journey, for the arrival, for the safe destination. I don't know what God is doing in your life, but there have been things that I have heard Him say, pull back, pull those wheels up. And it's so confusing when we hear something from God that sounds almost contradictory to what He told us before. Like, you told me to release that. You told me in a previous season to release that. And you're telling me now to pull it back. But yet it's not until we consider it like something tangible, like a plane, that it's easy to see that yes, there is difference in different seasons at different times. There are different instructions. Because you cannot fly a plane the same way, the whole way. God's people are like planes. In order to get you from here to there are stages, there are sequences, there is a process. There is a process that is unique to getting you to lift off. There is a process that's unique in sustaining you in flight mode right across. And there is another process completely different to land safely and to land in that destination. The verse that came upon me today, which I was singing as I was walking this morning, and found the verse, of course, or the verse found me, is Deuteronomy chapter 26. We'll start at 16 till 19. This day the Lord your God commands you to do these statutes and rules. You shall therefore be careful to do them with all your heart and with all your soul. You have declared today that the Lord is your God, and that you will walk in His ways and keep His statutes and His commandments and His rules, and will obey His voice. And the Lord has declared today that you are a people for His treasured possession, as He has promised you, and that you are to keep all His commandments, and that He will set you in praise and in fame and in honour high above all nations that He has made, and that you shall be a people holy to the Lord your God, as He promised. Wow, high above. Let's be honest, what's one of the ultimate things to own in this earth? It's your own jet, right? It's your own private jet. Private jet. You know, a private jet isn't the biggest. It's not the biggest amongst the planes. It doesn't have to be. It does not have to be. My friend, you do not have to hold, 300 people. You do not need to be a double decker. You just need to be private. You need to be a private jet. That's where the real expense is. That's where the real top end is. It's in the privacy. And it's in the privacy of a relationship with God. He will use you. You will fly people. But at His discretion. It will be at His discretion. You are like a private jet that is at His disposal. And He will set you high above the nations. You will fly high. You will soar high in what He has called you to. But understand that your purpose, that your role is to be His. It's to be His, for His purpose, for His glory, for His honor. They will see you coming. And they will know who rides in you, who flows through you. But you don't want technical difficulties. You don't want failed responses. Not because God isn't good. God is good. But you want to fly. And if you want to fly, you've got to be sensitive to the voice commands. You've got to be sensitive to the nudge buttons. If you want to fly super, super high, you need to be reliable. You need to be trustworthy. You need to be maintained. I'm hearing maintained. How does that look? That looks like God sometimes putting a wee spanner in the works there and, cranking things around and making sure that there's not loose nuts and bolts falling out. Making sure that you're up to speed, up to scratch. Making sure that you are not resistant to Him, but flowing with Him at His command. Quick to answer, quick to do. Private jet. Soaring through the sky. That's His desire for you. Privacy jet. I hope that makes some sense to you today. I hope that actually resonates with you. I really wasn't sure where he was going exactly, but flying high apparently. If you've enjoyed this, please come hit that little, where is the heart button? Let me guess. I could be totally wrong. Hit that little heart button right here. Leave a comment. Subscribe. Come and join for more encouragement, more words, just more of God and God's Spirit. God bless.